Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, page 40 of your book about food. But first, modal verb and normal verb combinations. This is a common error for non-native speakers, just like you, my friends, so it's very important. Pay attention. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs express possibility, probability, or capacity. They don't show action. For example, Maria runs fast, but Joey can't run fast. Run is the normal verb. Run shows action. Can't is not a normal verb. It doesn't show action. It expresses possibility, probability, or capacity. There are 9 modal verbs in the English language. Yes, they and their negatives include can, can't, could, couldn't, should, shouldn't, would, wouldn't, will, won't, may, may not, might, might not, must, must not, ought, and ought not. These are the 9 modal verbs. Okay, now for normal verb and normal verb combinations, we use to between the verbs. For example, I like to ride my bike. Like is a verb, ride is a verb. We use to separate the verbs. Mark wanted to eat. Wanted is a normal verb, eat is a normal verb. We use to separate the verbs. Wanted to eat. She planned to go out. Planned is a normal verb. Go out is a normal verb. We use to separate the normal verbs. Planned to go out. Now, for modal verbs and normal verb combinations, modal verbs typically go before verbs. Yes, can drink, can sleep, can play. But never use to. Never, never, never use to between a modal verb and a verb. Never. Don't do it. For example, Bob can play tennis. Can is a modal verb. Play is a normal verb. We don't use to separate. No, no to. Can to play? No, can play. Maria should drink water. Should is a modal verb. Drink is a normal verb. No to here, my friends. Don't use a to for separation. They will visit their family. Will is a modal verb. Visit is a normal verb. We don't use to here. No to for separation. I would take the bus. Would is a normal verb. Take is a would is a modal verb. Take is a normal verb. We don't use to here. No to for separation. No, no, no. It could rain. Could is a modal verb. Rain is a normal verb. We don't use to here for separation. No, 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 no. Okay? All right, now vocabulary from page 40 of your book. We have a great deal of. A great deal of is a synonym with large quantity or a lot of. For example, we can say Donald Trump has a great deal of money. Donald Trump has a lot of money. A great deal of. Spread. Spread is a synonym with expand. For example, the forest fires in California are spreading. True story. Spread in Portuguese is espalhar. Spread. Pot. Pots are used to boil food. This is a pot. Look at the pot. Pans. Pans are used to fry food. This is a pan. Look at the pan. This is a basket. Baskets are typically used for holding food or objects. This is a basket. A basket in Portuguese is a cesta. A bowl. A bowl is a plate that is typically used for cereal or soup. This is a bowl. I think in Portuguese a bowl is a tigela. A stove. A stove is where we cook things with heat from fire. This is a stove. A stove in Portuguese, I think, is a fogão. Heat up. Heat up is to make something hot. For example, look, he is heating up his fogão. Heat up. A mortar and pestle. These are for combining ingredients for food and medicine. In Portuguese, a almofariz and a pilhão, a mortar and a pestle. Grind and in the past, ground. These are for combining ingredients for food and medicine. This is a verb. For example, I grind today. I ground yesterday. I have ground many times. Grind in the simple present, ground in the simple past, and ground as the past participle too. For example, look, he is grinding the pills. He is grinding the medicine. Grind in Portuguese is moer. Grind. A stew. A stew is a soup with big pieces of meat and vegetables. Like this. Look at the soup. The soup has big pieces of meat and vegetables. It's not just a soup. It's a stew. A hole. A hole is an open space, typically in the ground. Look at the hole. Hole in Portuguese is buraco. Hole. Verb, dig, in the simple past, dug, in the past participle, dug. This is to remove parts of the ground. Typically, this makes a hole. Dig in Portuguese is escavar. Look, he is digging. He is digging. I dig today. I dug yesterday. I have dug many times. True story. Dig, verb. Clay. In Portuguese, you say argila. Look at the clay. He is using clay. A rock or a stone. A rock and a stone are basically the same thing. A rock in Portuguese is a rocha and a stone is a pedra. Basically identical, basically the same thing. They are dry, solid pieces of ground. Look at all the beautiful rocks or look at all the beautiful stones. A leaf. In the plural, leaves. Look, in the plural, it's leaves. These are obviously green parts that grow from trees or plants. Look at the leaves. In the plural, leaves. A feast. A feast is a big food party. Look at the feast. Thanksgiving in the United States is commonly referred to as a feast. On Christmas, people have feasts. Feasts are big food parties. I love a big feast. A cloth. A cloth is a small piece of fabric made of cotton. This is a cloth. A cloth in Portuguese is a pano, a cloth. Chickpeas. A chickpea is a type of yellow bean. These are chickpeas. I love chickpeas. They're very healthy and they're very delicious. Chickpeas in Portuguese are grão de bico. Chickpeas. End. Finish. Complete. Bye-bye. See you later, alligator in a wild crocodile. Have a good day, my friends.